Okay, I'm Kelsey. I'm drinking the same $5 wine that I drink every week. Carly, what are you drinking?
Some type of wine that my mom gave me.
Nice, solid. Leah?
Have some white Zinfandel I stole from my mom.
Quality, are you drinking that directly out of the bottle?
Oh, she hates when I can pour it into a cup. I was gone.
No, Kelsey, Leah, be yourself tonight. Yeah, do it.
Fuck it, man. Alex, what you got?
I have sparkling wine with mango juice in it.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
And this is Drunk College. You know, we have a special guest star with us tonight, Leah.
I heard that Kelsey was gonna do top 10 least favorite fish, and I was like, I gotta be here.
I already have a question.
What?
Oh my god.
It's just the F underlined?
It was just the
And it's part of the A too. I don't understand that.
It was just the like theme of the slides. It like had a line, but like
That's weird.
like an inch long line.
Interesting.
I didn't do it. Okay. So the first fish that I hate is cichlids. Do you guys know what cichlids are?
Hell yeah.
Bald
Is
head.
The thing with the weird head?
Well, that's just a specific species of cichlids. There's actually like 500 million cichlids. I made that number up, but
Oh, I
there's
thought that was always like a tumor. You know, like you would go to a pet store.
doesn't he look like he has a fucking tumor? No, they do that
Yeah.
on purpose. They breed that into him.
Why?
I don't know.
That's not attractive.
It's not.
Like,
That's
you know,
enough.
like if I want to attract my mate, I don't like make my head ginormous. Like,
Well,
no, I want to do like a mating call or, you know, some cool stuff.
It just looks like a big zit.
Yeah.
Looks like it gets in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that to him. We fucked up this fish.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Why?
I don't know. This is why I hate cichlids. They're like the go-to aquarium fish that like they breed into a million different things. So like if you go into an aquarium store and you see pretty colorful fish, they are all cichlids. Which is also why I hate having to fucking hear about them from all the like marine science boys, because they all think that they're really cool for owning cichlids, but like literally everyone owns cichlids.
Everyone who's anyone in the fish community.
What's the cool aquarium fish to have?
You're cool if you have a saltwater tank.
Look at Alex coming in with the cool questions.
She wants to know how to like
It has like some sort of pufferfish thing in her
And
tank.
so what exactly is in the head? Is it just pus? Like, can I like cut it out? Like, can I be like Dr. Pimple
No.
Puffer?
It's not like a puffer fish. It's like part of his head.
Is it the brain then?
No, I don't know. Like I didn't
Your brain was
breed this
here.
cichlid.
Was
Is
just
it
like
gonna be like a super brain?
I don't think it's a super brain. They're pretty stupid fish.
Yeah, how do you know they're stupid? You don't know their feelings, Kelsey.
Kelsey,
This is typical
why
fish.
is it a problem to you that they live in African lakes?
No, it's not a problem. I just think that it's weird. Like they live everywhere, but they're like famous for the ones that live in African lakes specifically.
I mean, maybe because they want to be like, I don't know.
And the ones that live in the African lakes are really weird. They're like, it's actually like the only cool thing about cichlids. They live in all these like close together lakes that like split apart, and so they like came from one species, and then they all like diversified for the different lakes.
So wait, so they just jump to one pond and then they're like a new fucking fish? Is that
They got separated, so then they evolved like different traits. So it's like a heavily studied area for evolution. That's the only cool thing about them. Otherwise, I think they're pretty basic. Although one fun fact, they're usually like pretty fish like this. But tilapia are technically also a cichlid.
What?
I really like that. Tilapia is like a garbage fish. I think tilapia is the best cichlid.
Well, I mean, I've never had tilapia, but does it taste good?
I mean, I can't have fish, so.
I've never had tilapia, but it's like a garbage fish. Like it's cheap and it's like a bottom feeder that just like scavenges and stuff.
Ooh, sounds like me.
Yeah, I kind of relate.
I think tilapia is what they make fish sticks out of.
Oh.
Are you drawing the garbage fish, Alex?
Wait, no, give it a really big head.
They don't all have big heads.
Well, that one definitely does.
It's just this was my least favorite tilapia, so cichlid, so I put him on there.
Least favorite.
Tilapia.
No, tilapia is my favorite cichlid.
Wait, is that a lipoma? We should like try to diagnose what he has.
Wait,
I felt tilapia.
drunk and high thought, but imagine you were just doing 10 least favorite fish, but like not the species, just individual fish.
You don't like.
Good one.
Like his name is George. I can't stand him.
Exactly. Fuck George Cichlid. He's ugly as hell.
My last fun fact is that there's one random cichlid that lives in a really deep lake at 300 meters, which I think is an absurd depth for a lake. So
Wait, is it one single
Yeah.
cichlid?
It's just one that lives at 300.
just one guy.
George.
Just one dude, man.
Yeah, that's what
George,
sounds.
specifically.
George the 300-meter deep cichlid. This is a salmon shark, and I think he looks like an idiot.
Wait, your guys' faces are in the way. Hold on, let me. Oh God, it's nasty. I'll move you guys back.
Your faces are in the way for me too. I don't know. Ew.
Is he a shark?
He's musky as hell.
Yeah, it's a shark.
Like an idiot.
Man looks like a simp and just like, I don't know.
Andrew George.
Wait, sharks are considered fish,
Kind of.
or are they like mammalian?
What? No, they're not mammals. Carly, what?
Oh wait, I'm thinking of dolphins.
If there was no alcohol involved right now, I think I would be judging Carly a little bit.
I don't know what's going on.
Sharks are sort of fish. Technically, like bony fish are more related to us than they're related to sharks.
What?
So some people don't like calling fish or sharks fish, but fish is just kind of a colloquial term. So
So what are sharks then?
they're cartilaginous fish.
So wait, I know they're made of primarily cartilage, correct?
Yeah.
Did you almost say they're made of mammals?
No.
Sounded like.
I said cartilage, okay? But wait, so are they like the aliens from like back in the day? I mean, they're like, millions and millions of years old.
Yeah, sharks are old. Alex, what are you drawing? Is that you?
Because he's old.
Oh, is it a cane?
An exhaust pipe.
Bad cane, Alex. It's a really bad cane.
I can't draw.
How big do they get?
I can look it up. They're pretty tiny though.
He looks really pathetic.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he look like
I just want to
Like-
laugh at
the
him.
great white had some kind of weird genetic disorder?
We should make it a meme.
Well,
Alright, I can't type. Salmon shark. You can get a good 6 to 8 feet.
oh wow.
Ooh.
They're just like misproportioned.
So he's taller than me.
Yes.
Anything that's taller than me, I
Having
get
difficulties.
like I don't know, like I see as a threat.
He's also, he's a pretty top predator in the Pacific Ocean. Like, this is the head guy.
Or at least we don't have to worry about it then.
I couldn't open my can.
So he's not in the Atlantic Ocean?
No, he is a Pacific boy.
No, that's good. I don't worry about him. I don't want to see him.
He's one of them surfer dudes. He prides himself on being from California.
Do you guys know what homeothermy means?
No.
He's gay.
Did you say is it gay?
Alex.
Very close to homo.
Homothermy.
Yeah.
To do with maintaining an internal body temperature.
Oh, I did know that. Well, I've heard homeostasis.
Is that homeopathic?
Is it when you're like a homie with somebody?
Homeostasis and homeopathic are both different words than homeothermy.
I'm trying to make sunglasses,
Oh.
but it's not really working out too well.
Wait, so what did we say? I know homeopathy is not the same
Yeah.
thing, but I thought homeostasis was something somewhat similar.
Homeostasis is like maintaining just regular, like everything in your body, like everything in a certain range. It's like a very general term.
So I wasn't far off. Like I was close.
Homeothermy is like a specific way to maintain your homeostasis.
So it's a type of homeostasis. I was generally
Part of homeostasis. Stasis is the whole thing. Thermy is just the temperature.
It is the temperature. But it's weird because it's a fish, so they're like supposed to be cold-blooded, which
Do you
Yeah.
guys like my sunglasses?
they're beautiful.
Thank you. I tried.
What's no offense, but like which sunglasses? Where am I looking?
The orange.
The orange ones.
Alex, are you
Oh
drawing
wait,
the
no,
warm-
I forgot.
Let me move.
Forgot.
I didn't want to look. Oh, there he is. I didn't want to look at his ugly face, so I had to cover.
Covered it up the eye.
Awesome.
Wait, wait, hold on. I forgot to give him this.
So is he warm-blooded then?
So they're not warm-blooded like a mammal is. They have like kind of a little hack to make themselves partially warm-blooded. Do you know what a countercurrent exchange is?
I've heard it. Really? No, we talked about this in an environmental course, vaguely.
I'm giving him a mask, guys.
I know it has to do with oxygen and stuff. I went over it once.
Yeah, they use countercurrent exchanges in their gills for oxygen, but the sharks also use it in their stomachs to transfer heat.
I've heard it in terms of oxygen.
The new warm blood flows in the opposite direction of like the old blood, and
Are
it
they
makes
hot-blooded?
transfer.
Chicken
So
and
it's like constantly circulating around the old blood, so it keeps everything warmer for longer.
Okay.
Do you guys like my mask?
Is he being COVID safe?
Yeah, he's being COVID safe, and we're also like protecting his eyes because he's on the beach. You know, you don't want to get like any like sunburn on his eyes, you know, especially in the whites.
I was very confused before because out of when I was just like skimming the slide, I just see Japanese fishermen and sex, and I'm like, wait, what are you talking about here?
No, so the Japanese fishermen have some like weird thing with the male salmon sharks where they will only fish the males. So there's like these weird separate populations where around Japan there's like only males, and then in the other part of the Pacific there's like only females that are in like separate populations.
That's gay.
So yeah, it's kind of gay.
Okay.
So it's really hard for the males to find a mate.
I can understand.
That's not Saturdays for the boys. That's every day for the boys. So they become yay. God, okay.
Ooh, the golden boys.
I don't like the goldfish because we kind of fuck them up a lot. Kind of like the cichlids. Like, I don't know, what are his fucking cheeks doing?
So wait, are these like more along the lines of like fish that humans like destroy rather than like
No.
fish you just don't like?
No, we will definitely get to fish that I just inherently don't like as fish.
Okay.
The salmon shark, we didn't fuck up the salmon shark. Honestly, the only ones that I'm mad about because humans ruined them are the cichlids and the goldfish. That's the only ones.
Am I a swimming?
You know what kind of fish they actually like
Fish?
came from originally?
What's that?
They're carps.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah. The history of goldfish is really weird. It was like so they're not supposed to be
Yeah.
old.
Thank you.
But yeah, I love that.
It is what it looks like.
What is it, Alex?
The word I can't say without
Need
starting.
to put a counter up for this one.
We need a counter, guys. Who's gonna put it up?
I didn't say it though.
Doesn't matter.
So like, you know how goldfish are supposed to be silver? I mean fish. Like fish in general are like silver.
What?
You know how
I didn't
fish
know
are like silver, like they're gray usually?
Yeah.
Goldfish were also silver.
What?
And then there's just one random mutation in China one time, and like the royalty decided that they really liked this yellow fish.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying. So they bred the shit out of it. And at one point in time, only like the royals in China were allowed to own the yellow variety, like the royal family, and it was like illegal for anybody else to own a yellow goldfish.
I thought goldfish were just like specifically just yellow in general. Like they were just in populate. You know what? That makes sense though, because you know
It's a
you would want
natural
to hide
mutation.
and stuff from like, you know, the predators. You know, like you gotta go behind the rocks and stuff.
Yeah, that's weird. Why did they do that?
Things we don't
Well,
learn
in
in high
China,
school.
they liked it because yellow is like a lucky color, and it's like a color of royalty and wealth.
But it's not yellow though, it's orange.
There's yellow varieties.
Ah.
There's like an orange morph and a yellow morph. But it was like a lucky color in China, so they bred it a bunch, and then Europe decided they liked it. And now we
Sus.
Me.
probably Leah.
There's that.
Oh, also, you know how like I don't know if you guys think of goldfish as stupid, but like they can apparently learn tricks.
Oh, I've heard about this.
They have a really good color vision, and you can like train them with colored lights to do tricks.
Oh, cool.
According to people who own them, not according to scientists, but many people swear that they do tricks. I like Leo.
That's a boy right there.
In plastic bags.
I get to the erasing now. I think he's still sus though, but
This one, I feel like the sus really works.
yeah, exactly.
Is that how it feels to get railed?
The sus I drew before was like premonition, and
Carly, please explain.
yeah, what?
Hey, I mean, you know, just like getting railed by a shark, you know, I mean, is that how they do it?
I
Like
saw
how it was, I immediately got it and started dying. I just was like, what?
I don't understand. Anyway, I have a love-hate relationship with sawfish.
Do they saw each other in half?
Not in half, but they do fight with the saws.
So it's not like, you know, a sexual arousal thing?
A what?
A sexual arousal thing, you know, like they're like, you know, bumping swords.
Talking about getting railed with this.
Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasurable.
I mean, you never know. Maybe there's some pleasure sensors in there.
I don't think so. I don't like sawfish because they're very close to being cool, but then they just kind of look stupid. Like it just looks stupid.
It's a spiky unicorn.
Yeah, also it weirds me out that it's an extension of their skull. Like the whole saw. Yeah.
Oh, wait, is that like bone? No, it's not bone then, right? It's like
Cartilage.
cartilage?
But it's like an extension of their skull that just like comes out.
Does it like move when they like do it? Like, does it like flay back and forth, you know, just like flow in the winds, you know?
It's not prehensile, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
It's essentially their equivalent of bone. Like, there's not a joint in the middle of it.
Is it like flexible? Like, is it like an ear? Or is it like stiffer?
That's what I was asking. You know, like
No, their cartilage is not like your ear cartilage. Like
That's more what she was asking, I think.
oh,
She was asking, can he move it? Is it
I
like
forgot that that's
like-
probably all you would know about cartilage. No, it's like more like your bones than your ears.
But wait, so is it actually cartilage or is it bone?
No, it's cartilage. There's a
So
very
it's like very hard cartilage that doesn't move.
it's hard
So it's
cartilage.
hard all the time.
It's like a bone.
So it's hard all the time.
Yes, it's hard. Oh, also their saw can detect electrical currents. That's kind of terrifying.
Better.
It can like feel the electrical currents of like their prey's muscle movements in the water.
I bet it can. I'm sorry.
My first thought is they're like bats.
Oh, with bats and windmills?
Sonar.
But I'm like, it's like echolocation, but for water. So it's electrical currents.
But there is echolocation in water.
Wait, but this reminds me of like Finding Nemo 2. Luca.
That's whales, Alex. That is very much a thing.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that whales do sonar?
I did, but like I didn't connect to that it was bats.
That's and dolphins. They're doing
Like I knew.
So how do they
just connected now that that's the same thing that bats do?
send out electromagnetic currents?
what?
How do they send out electromagnetic currents? They're not like Aquaman.
Magnetic.
Is this like Poseidon or Zeus, some type of shit? You know, like they just send out like a literal beam
No, they
of
don't-
like electricity.
No, they don't send out electricity. Anything that moves its muscles are like your muscles move based on an electrical current and they can sense the electrical current moving through the water from
So they're like really sensitive then.
yeah. Somebody draw a teardrop on the sensitive fish, please.
Is it?
The what?
That's abstract art.
Wait, are they sure they're not just mistaking me with the moon? You know, because the moon moves the tides.
The moon doesn't move the tides with electrical currents.
Like, but doesn't it have like to do with like, you know, shit?
To do with gravity, not electricity, like at all. There's no electricity involved in the tide.
God, dude. I'm just like, woo.
Do I need to do another, like my next presentation on how tides work?
Yes, you should.
I like that it looks like our fish is getting like zapped.
That's what it's supposed to be.
They're
That's
not.
like, the lines are like when you see stuff getting shocked and you can like see their bones for a second.
Oh, I was wondering what the lines were. Yeah, again, they don't send out electrical currents to
know.
zap
I'm
things.
just thinking, I know. I just thought it'd be fun to draw.
Are you drawing abs?
What?
Carly, what is happening?
Zeus.
Oh,
Zeus with his lightning bolt, bro. And then, you know, the fish. He's holding the fish.
why is he holding a fish?
You should
Because
just
he's
draw the abs under the fish, and it would be a fish with abs.
alright, maybe we should go on to the next slide.
Do you know what a halibut is?
No.
It's basically a giant flounder that I don't like because it's like a person-sized flounder.
Are those one of those ones that has like the eyes on like one side of its face?
I was gonna get to that, Alex. So it starts out like a normal fishy with like eyes on each side of its head, and then one eye migrates to the other side of the head.
What? I'm sorry, excuse me?
The eye moves. And you call it either being either a left-eyed or right-eyed, depending on which side it moves to.
Wait, but how long does it take to move to the other side?
It's when it's like in its metamorphosis from the juvenile form to the adult form.
Oh, so it's not like it's fully adult form and then it's like, let me just take my eye and just put it on the other side. It's like
No, it goes through
whenever it forms.
it goes through like a metamorphosis. Like it looks completely different as a juvenile and it swims normally and then it settles on the bottom and one of the eyes starts to move.
Wait, so which way is the eyes looking at? Like to the surface or to the bottom?
To the surface.
But That's weird though, because wouldn't you want to see like if something's attacking? Like, what if like I saw like a sawfish coming at me from
Because
underneath?
they sit on the bottom. They like sit on the sand.
Oh, so they don't stay on the top of the ocean?
No, flat
Oh,
sit on the sand. So then that's he has different coloration on the bottom and on the top. And then his like eye moves to the top because he sits in the sand and like looks up for prey to come by. I also really hate the name halibut. Does anybody know what halibut means?
can we guess?
Sure.
Is it like an 18th century monarch that like once was killed or something, but like in a really bad fashion? And
No.
like just this like was disowned by his family and like was really like just a really bad person. Or just like an idiot.
Thank you for your contribution, Alex.
Wait, what did she say?
I said, does it have to do with butts? Because I added an extra T.
Is that your final guess, Carly?
Yeah. What about Leah? What does Leah have to say?
I was really focused on putting daddy. So what was the question?
You guys are guessing what the name halibut means.
Oh yes. It means a big butt.
Mid-century monarch with daddy issues. That's what it means.
It doesn't have to do with butts.
What about mid-century monarchs?
You're the closest, Carly.
Oh my god.
It means holy fish.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Shit though.
I feel like a terrible
Why is it
Catholic
holy?
because I didn't know that it was like tradition to eat halibut on Catholic holidays.
Oh, that's why it's holy.
Also, they can get over 8 feet long and weigh 500 pounds. The main reason I don't like this one is because it looks like if you tried to describe a fish to someone who had never seen a fish before.
This is like medieval stuff. Like, like when they said like, can you draw a horse? And they're just like, yeah, sure. And then they can't draw a horse.
Like the Chinese lion statues that look like dogs because they'd never seen a lion before. That's what this looks like to me. Or he looks like he could be like a Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends character.
Oh my god, Blue.
I think he looks really aerodynamic actually.
Well, he's in water.
Yeah.
So anyway, Leo was wrong. This thing is not very, I shouldn't say aerodynamic, but he's very bad at swimming. For a fish, he's not good at the one thing that a fish is supposed to do. He just kind of hangs out, and then he has to like stay near rocks so that he can hide from predators because he can't run away because he can't really swim very well.
I have a question.
Yes?
Is the whole fish 5 centimeters? Or like, what is the scale?
Alex, do you not know how to like did you never learn how to read maps? Oh, are you confused because
That length is 5
You
centimeters?
use your finger.
Oh, okay, yeah. What's a triggerfish?
Is it like, does it keep file folders in it?
It's like a pretty tropical fish, but it has it's got a big ass forehead, so I relate.
Communists?
What? Oh yeah.
Why are they communists?
Communists.
So they live in hold on, what are they called? They live in shoals. Do you guys know what shoals are?
Is it like coals?
No. It's like the broader term for schools. So like schooling fish is a specific kind of shoal.
So like coals.
Like the store or like the carbon.
I mean like the shopping store, like Kohl's.
Yeah, you do mean the store.
Yeah.
Why would that have to do with fish?
I mean, you never know.
Hell yes. What is that a penis?
No, it's a purse that said cold, but I can't write.
I thought that was I didn't even know.
Wait, fishermen never shut up. Why did they never shut up about it?
I have to answer Alex's question about the communists first. So they live in groups of fish called shoals, but like sometimes in like fish shoals or schools, there's like a leader, but they don't have any leader. Like everybody has a different role, but they're all equal and they get like as many resources as they need. And like, so it's like, oh, what's the communist saying? From each
I mean, it sounds better than our current society that we live in.
according to its ability, to each fish according to its need. they're fucking communists. What was the second question about?
Why don't you like them, Kelsey? Everything on here is good.
I don't have a problem with the communist thing. The reason I don't like them is because if you're in marine biology, people never shut the fuck up about them, and I'm just tired of hearing about them. I don't want to hear anything more about cod. People love fishing too much that they were fucking idiots and like overfished the entire population, and there was like a long ban on fishing cod through the 90s but they're like, do you guys know what a keystone species is?
I do.
It's an important one.
Is it like the Keystone Pipeline?
No. Alex.
Like the ecosystem, they kind of are very important to the ecosystem. Like if a lot of things like either feed off of it or like rely on it in some way. So if they die off, the ecosystem's gonna get fucked up.
Good job. Alex gets a bonus point. You get one extra penis next video. They're an apex predator, so it like fucked up all of their prey species when they overfished them. I also don't like them because they look exactly like every other boring ass fish, except for they have 3 fins, so it's like they're trying to be different, but like they're not really different. That's why I put hashtag I'm not like other fish.
So it's like those bitchy white girls
Yes, like they're like
that drive the Kia Souls.
yeah, this is the Kia Soulfish, Carly. This is you.
Wait a minute, you should have put the shopping bag over his face because that's what happens in the wild, Alex.
Oh god.
That's so sad.
Too far, too
Yeah.
soon.
Too soon.
Commercial right now.
Okay, the last thing about them is that they're kind of whores. The people do you know what a lateral line is? Anybody?
Hey, do you have something problem with worse, Kelsey?
I think there's a line, and I think that line is the lateral line and displaying it to the entire world.
That's funny. The lateral line has been crossed. There's no going back from that.
Is it the white line on the fish?
It is.
Oh, they're in the ocean. I get it.
The lateral line is a special fish sense that only fish have that you will never get to experience. It's basically like vibrations, like they can feel things, vibrations moving in the water with the lateral line. But the other thing about them is they eat their babies.
Oh, I'll do
That's
that.
nice. Is that most fish though?
I wouldn't say most fish, but like a decent number of them.
What is it called? I'm sorry. How do you?
But a wrasse. Well, most wrasses are pretty tropical fish, and then there's these fuckers.
Yeah, that does not look like a tropical fish.
No,
It looks like something that you would duck cover and just like keep running for the rest of your life fish.
These are 2 males fighting. I don't know if they're actually fighting over a female, but yeah, I hate them a lot. But they're trans, so I guess that's kind of cool.
Oh.
Do you guys know what a sequential hermaphrodite is?
I know hermaphrodite, but I don't know what sequential means.
You don't know what sequential is like an isolated word means?
I mean, I think I know,
I feel like
but I'm not comfortable
I know
saying.
what sequential means in general, but in that context, I'm not sure.
It's like instead of having both parts at the same time, they start out as one sex and then halfway through their life they transition to the other sex.
I like the person who circled only.
Wait, guys, I looked up the definition for sequential, and it means forming or following in a logical order or sequence.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that, Carly.
You're welcome for my insight.
Why did I say it's a mystery? What's a mystery? Oh, their mating's a mystery. Nobody really understands their mating rituals. We haven't seen a lot of them. That's the mystery. The exciting part is the true story, though. This is my favorite fact about these fish. We don't know a lot about them, but we do know that there's this Japanese diver who has like an underwater shrine to his religion, and there's a sheepshead wrasse that lives in the shrine. And every time he goes down, he rings a bell, and he swears that the fish comes to him when he rings the bell, and that they are close friends.
Hey, you never know.
They've been close friends for over 30 years, he says.
How long do they usually live, you know?
Well, definitely over 30 years.
You believe this guy?
There's two different, there's the California species and the
Is it
Asian.
like surfs up?
There's an Asian species and a Californian species. So the California ones that we actually know things about only live like 20 years. We don't know anything about the Asian ones except that one guy says he's been friends with one for 30 years. So that Japanese fisherman with an underwater religion knows a lot about knows more about these fish than scientists. I do have a phobia of weird heads. I don't like them.
The ugly fish is like all those like 15-year-olds who are like, I am a narcissist. I'm God.
Oh wait, and they have to wear Axe body spray?
I can read your emotions.
My next fish is also called a sheep's head. But
Oh
it's a
my
different.
god, that other photo.
I don't like that.
Yeah, so he like
What is
almost-
that, teeth?
Like this looks like a normal, reasonable fish, right?
No, it doesn't.
Until he opens his mouth.
Is that human teeth?
Yes.
Or is that cartilage, like the weird
No,
sharks?
This is a bony fish. This is not cartilage. Those are real teeth. Those are his real teeth.
What's with the bottom teeth? It's like a tiny layer of tooth.
Good question, Alex.
That is a good question. They're used.
Wait, did he get hit in the head with a shovel so it like the bottom teeth came out?
No,
Is he
they
like
have a
my dog
purpose.
who chews rocks so all his teeth are shaved down?
Alex, like you're so close to the truth.
Because my dog chews rocks and has flat teeth.
He doesn't chew rocks. He eats shellfish, so he has to break open the shells.
So he was hit in the head with a shovel.
Sure.
But not far off from my dog.
So he like uses the bottom teeth to crush the shells, and then he uses the top teeth to actually like eat the meat.
Wait,
And he
Wait.
can eat algae if he wants.
is the dick thinking in your eye?
The dick is sentient. It's thinking. Thank you for bringing that up.
I really wouldn't want a blowjob from that mouth. Not that I'm used to getting blowjobs, but like I just wouldn't choose those teeth for it if I was used to it. Also, a stupid thing about this fish is that literally no one knows why we call it a sheep's head. The other thing about them is that they don't make you trip out of your mind, which every other fish that's like related to this fish, if you eat it, you have like the worst trip of your life. Like it gives you crazy hallucinations. We're at number 1.
What is that?
My least favorite animal in the entire world.
What is that? That's gross.
What?
It looks like it's gonna like kill me in my sleep.
This fish doesn't even really swim. He just scuttles on the bottom with like legs. I would love to know what Leah's drawing. What is that?
You know.
Ew.
Shocking.
No.
That's fucking weird. He's only found in the Galapagos. Weirdo.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah, like I said, he can't really swim. He just kind of hops and like glides in the water for a little bit. And mostly he like scuttles like a fucking weirdo. Does anyone know what the lips are for? Why they're so red and large?
Are they? It's like the vagina.
Not the vagina. You're kind of close.
Is it for mating?
It is for mating. I mean, they don't know
Whoa.
much about them, but the predominant hypothesis is that it was sexual selection. So, like, when they're trying to attract a mate, they make their giant red ass lips as big as possible. So some people think it's to like display them as big as possible for sexual selection, and some people think they're just super red so that when they're mating, they can like identify each other as the same species. And I think that that's fucking stupid because this fish, like, how would you mistake this fish for any other fish?
Well, maybe they have like different
general-
like shades of like lipstick that they use.
I find generally,
What?
do fish not recognize other species and try to make?
So it's actually
I mean,
actually very common for fish to have specific things to recognize each other with. Especially like because they go through different things in their life cycle where they look different at different life stages. So they'll have specific defining features where someone can recognize, like, hey, that's a baby me, so I shouldn't eat it.
what are its appendages? Like we only have this front view.
These are so it has these 4 appendages that are modified fins. And then it also has, I don't think you can see it here, but it has a dorsal fin that's modified into a spike that comes up from its back. And it uses it as like a lure for prey, like an anglerfish, if you know what an anglerfish is.
I do.
Its lure doesn't have a light, but it does the same thing. It has like its fin turns into like a little lure that attracts other stuff to it so it can eat them.